Hi, I'm Fernando.
And I'm Katie with Neon Tommy. The Neon Beam takes you through the top stories of the week, so if you snooze on the news, here's the Neon Beam to catch you up.
On Monday, Rwanda began a week of official mourning to commemorate the 20th anniversary of the Rwandan Genocide. In 1994, more than 1 million people, mostly ethnic Tutsis and moderate Hutus, were brutally killed by Hutu extremists during a 100-day slaughter. And around the world this week, ceremonies and vigils were held to honor those victims. World leaders also met on Monday to commemorate the genocide and discuss the current humanitarian crisis in Africa.
If you think your computers and passwords are safe, you might want to think again. This Tuesday, it was announced that a new digital bug known as the Heartbleed virus has been floating around and has led to major websites being vulnerable to hackers. Experts say that it could be one of the most serious security flaws in recent history, so you just might have to go through those extra efforts to change those passwords one more time.
A teenage boy stabbed 20 students at his Pennsylvania high school on Wednesday. Authorities say the assistant principal stopped his rampage by tackling him to the ground. And even though the teenager is 16 years old, he is being charged as an adult and will have to face the courts. Students who witnessed the stabbings reported that the attacker had a blank expression on his face, as if what he was doing didn't even register in his mind.
And on a lighter note, less than a week after Letterman announced that he was retiring, CBS announced that Stephen Colbert will take over once the host of the late night show retires. Colbert currently hosts the Colbert Report on Comedy Central, but last week the Colbert Report outperformed the late night show with Craig Ferguson and the Daily Show with Jon Stewart. Comedy Central released a statement saying it looks forward to the next 8 months of the groundbreaking Colbert Report.
And on Friday, President Obama announced Kathleen Sebelius' resignation as Secretary of the Department of Human Services. Sebelius was responsible for leading the implementation of the Affordable Care Act, and she got heavy criticism when the site crashed several times and then was praised when the program got more than 7.1 million Americans to sign on. Sebelius hasn't announced why she resigned, but President Obama has appointed Sylvia Matthews-Burwell as her replacement.
And for the top story of the week, if you're in LA, this is huge news. Mayor Garcetti gave a State of the City address last night, and the Neon Beam is here to give you the highlights. Garcetti said that he wants to get rid of business taxes, that there would be no increase in rates from the Department of Water and Power. That means no higher water bills. And lastly, he made a commitment to bringing a rail service to LAX.
And if you're around USC this weekend, come visit the Festival of Books. Hundreds of people will be here, including authors, public figures, and really yummy food trucks.
And that's it for this week. Don't forget to check out the featured story of the week right here and follow us on Twitter at NeonTommy.
As always, make sure to read more on neontommy.com. We'll see you next week.